Hello everybody and welcome to the 7th video in our series of videos on the French Revolution. As always, we begin with our learning outcomes, so by the end of this presentation you guys should know the three threats that led to the formation of the Committee of Public Safety. You guys should know what the Jacobin coup d'etat was, and finally you guys should know how Robespierre rose to the ultimate position of power. So after the death of Louis XVI, the National Convention now presented their war against Prussia and Austria as not just a fight between competing powers. They were determined to tear down the old Europe so a new revolutionary Europe could emerge. And to this end, they widened the war and declared war on England, the Dutch Republic, and Spain. Now, the expansion of the war led to the convention introducing conscription, as they wanted to raise about 300,000 troops. However, this was going to have a big impact. This will be the first of our three threats to revolutionary France that will lead to the establishment of the Committee of Public Safety. So, in February of 1793, after this conscription call came in, it caused a massive revolt to break out in this place called the Vendee, which you can see here on the map, in early March. The Vendee was a deeply Catholic area who had been massively upset with the persecution of the Catholic Church, and this persecution really picked up pace under the convention as well. So they raised the Royal and Catholic Army. Now this revolt is going to be very bloody and will last up until December of 1793. The second threat was that in Paris at this time, an extra evolutionary group called the Enragés, who defended the lower class and expressed the demands of the radical sans-culottes, led an unsuccessful revolt in Paris, claiming that the guys who had chopped off the king's head just weren't radical enough. Now, this anarchy of the revolt in the Vendée, the revolt by the Enragés in Paris, led to the general who won the Battle of Valmy, General Demouriez, trying to lead a coup d'etat of his own to get rid of the convention. When he failed to convince his army to join him, he defected to the Austrians in April, again giving a big blow to the French army. So with this anarchy reigning, the convention set up the Committee of Public Safety on the 6th of April. These were originally established to oversee the function of the government, the military and the judiciary. They were also set up to help protect the new republic against foreign attacks, against internal rebellions like in the Vendée, and against the paranoia of foreign agents who plotted the destruction of the revolution from within. And this new Committee of Public Safety is dominated by that group in the convention known as the Mountain. So the next big event that really takes place is the coup d'etat of the Jacobins, or the Mountain element of the Jacobins. So from the 31st of May to the 2nd of June 1793, it was really egged on by Robespierre and Marat, and they appeared to side with the ultra-revolutionary Enragés, who had been responsible for that revolt in March in Paris. And they teamed up with them against the Girondins, who were the other powerful faction in the convention. And they used the sans-culottes, who supported the Enragés, to storm the convention. So on the 31st of May, they stormed the convention, calling for it to disband, which the delegates refused. However, the sans-culottes decided to go again, and on the 2nd of June they stormed the convention again, and this time they demanded the arrest of 29 leading Girondins, and they got their way. And the power of the Girondins was broken in the convention. Now, the Enragés, they now felt that their time had come to take over the convention and to push their agenda, which again was defending the lower classes and expressing the demands of the radical sans-culottes. However, it was not their turn to take power. Instead, it was the time of this man here, Maximilien Robespierre. And two events led to him really taking control of the French government. First, Robespierre and Marat, who had used the Enragés relationship with the sans-culottes of Paris to undermine the power of the Girondins, they now turned around and they denounced the Enragés, forcing them out of any position of influence. And now the Mountain was in charge. Robespierre, he had masterfully eliminated both the threat of the Girondins and the Enragés to bring the Mountain to power. The next event was actually out of Robespierre's control, but it was a very dramatic moment in the French Revolution, and this was the murder of Jean-Paul Marat. Now, we've mentioned Marat. Marat was a very controversial figure who had risen to the top of the French political scene through his vicious violent and paranoid screeds against anybody and everybody. However, with the expansion of the Girondins and the September massacres, which we looked at in the last video, a lady named Charlotte Corday took it upon herself to murder the man she blamed for these events, Marat. She tricked her way into his apartment and murdered him while he was in the bath. With Marat and the Enragés out of the way, Robespierre was now the main man of the revolution. First, he was elected to this Committee of Public Safety on the 27th of July 1793, and then he was elected as the president of the convention on the 22nd of August in 1793. Robespierre's rise to power, or his coming to power, coincided with probably the most famous aspect of the French Revolution, which we will be looking at in the next video, the Reign of Terror. So that brings us to the end of our presentation. So now you guys should know the 3 threats that led to the formation of the Committee of Public Safety. You guys should know what the Jacobin coup d'etat was. And you guys should know how Robespierre rose to the ultimate position of power. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys got something good from this video.